For the longest time, trades have been defined by analogue tools and physical labour. Tools which, other than the addition of artificial power, hadn't changed in hundreds of years. Today, tradespeople need to be at the bleeding edge of technology, as the world they build and amend is being transformed with the addition of smart everything. The smart tradesperson will now need to quickly evolve to understand the smart nature of our homes, offices and factories, as they will work to install an all-connected world we are coming to expect. As the Internet of Things emerges, our most advanced item in new homes 10 years from now might just be your toilet. This episode, we talk with Clayton Newell, Head of Innovation at Superseed, about how the world of a tradie is changing from apprenticeship up.
So we're going to talk about the future of trades. And Clayton, you've joined us this morning because you are on the cutting edge. Are tradespeople future-proof?
Where trades have an advantage over so many other industries that will be automated is that there's always going to be a need for craftsmanship, there's always going to be a need for creativity. What we are seeing is sort of those linear manual jobs that are kind of easy and straightforward. Some of those will be automated. Things like automation in bricklaying, for example. Like, you know, a vehicle turns up with a big arm on it that can lift bricks into a position and follow a line, and they use lasers to set where the bricks are going to be laid.
It's a massive leap that you can wake up in the morning and the east side of the building's been completed.
It's still going to require people to plan how it's going to work, people to manage the logistics behind getting the bricks to site. There is going to still be a human element to it. So when you're doing those, you know, really funky type brickwork like Fed Square, there's still going to be a place for human creativity and human craftsmanship.
It's interesting if you think about 3D printing, you get complexity for free. So we've seen some of the houses, you know, 3D printed where it just does intricate shapes.
I think tradespeople are still quite safe in that there'll be other work that will come from it, and I think, you know, the tradie of today will have to evolve to work alongside these types of technologies.
There's no way a robot could walk into a house or a job and have the same awareness that a human could, right?
You often don't know what the job is until you get there. You don't know what's behind the wall. There's a million different systems, and then you've got, you know, fickle owners, and I think you need humans to be able to change and move on the fly to cope with, you know, human needs, and that's where I always say creativity and craftsmanship really comes into that.
What are some of the examples of some of the tasks which are being sort of outsourced?
It's things like, you know, tradies are now using drones to inspect properties or rooftops, but we're seeing, you know, drone pilots become a thing in construction and technology now, which is really interesting.
There's an idea that for every task technology takes away, it invents two new ones. And, you know, I was just thinking about the different types of trades. You know, an electrician can't have been around for more than 100 years because we didn't have an electricity grid. And I wonder if there's going to be new trades that we don't even have names for yet. The electrician becomes another 5 different trades that come out of that, or the plumber has another 3 or 4 trades that exist that couldn't before because the tools weren't there or the materials weren't there.
The real enabler, I think, in the modern world is just the capturing data. When you have data, you can tell stories and make decisions, and it's going to be the same in the home. You'll be able to change your energy plan based on your energy usage. You know, your fridge will be telling you to change your energy plan.
And that's a good new business tool, isn't it, for trades? Because they might just go, ping, client X has got an issue in their plumbing. Do you want this job now? And the whole agency of finding jobs and delegating projects could be outsourced to the machine quite easily.
We've all had a time where we're in a house because we have to be home from work because the plumber's coming or someone's coming, and then the materials aren't there, and then they come back, and then you've got to come back next Tuesday. And so that customer experience, something that we normally think of for retail, actually becomes something that can be improved for tradies.
A plumber, for example, installs a hot water unit, and the hot water unit's got sensors on the gas going in and sensors on the water going in and the flow going out of it, and something goes wrong. That hot water unit can now talk to the installer. The installer knows where it is, where it was installed, where it came from, and the installer can potentially get more work. There's also opportunities for that product to talk to the consumer and potentially facilitate some of that scheduling. So a tradie will be able to farm out a job to his team, and it'll all happen without any human contact.
You know, it's foreseeable that a trade is going to be right at the pointy end of the most important technology in our house 10 years from now. You know, I think the toilet will be the most technologically advanced item in the house. It's going to be a mini laboratory. It's going to be your health partner right in your home, right? It sounds crazy. And so this is the type of thinking that we need to go forward, is to understand that technology in our house will be definitive of where our future's going. And that's right where trades are at.
So what are some of the actions that tradespeople can take to future-proof themselves?
They need to put their work out there and on display. It's always been a function of word of mouth. Positive word of mouth of trades has always been how it works. And now you can magnify that using the tools of the web. So they've got to be out there.
What do you reckon, Clay? What can they do? What's a good action?
A good action for every trader to take would be to embrace technology, to improve efficiency, to understand how they're working, to gain productivity gains that will lead to margin growth. I think there's systems out there that will capture all sorts of data that will help them to be more effective in their jobs, help them to manage their teams more effectively, and help them to run their businesses much more effectively.
An action which is never going to change is the notion of constantly investing in yourself, updating your knowledge, because the technology that trades can use today is not necessarily going to be the best technology that's available tomorrow. So critical mindset of being curious, open, and constantly updating what skills you have and the knowledge you have is how trades can future-proof themselves.